In a shocking twist that's sending waves through Hollywood, whispers are growing louder that Dakota Johnson has reportedly walked away from Chris Martin, ending one of the entertainment industry's most quietly adored love stories. But what really happened between the 50 Shades star and the Coldplay frontman? Before we dive into the emotional unraveling of this romance, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below, because this one's about to get real. For years, Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin have been the definition of private passion, a love story built away from the flashbulbs, red carpets, and headlines that dominate celebrity culture. Their romance was refreshingly understated, even mysterious. Fans adored how grounded they seemed, how Dakota would slip into Coldplay concerts quietly, standing at the side of the stage, or how Chris would show up at film festivals, staying out of photos but always there, always supportive. But beneath that calm surface, sources now say something was shifting. Reports from insiders close to the couple described the breakup as heartfelt but inevitable. Dakota, 35, who has been juggling blockbuster roles and indie projects, allegedly began to crave a different kind of balance, one that Chris, 48, couldn't quite provide. They've been in love for years, but they were always living in two different worlds, one source shared. She's an actress who thrives in constant change. He's a musician who lives for stability. That contrast at first was their spark, but over time, it became their silence. But is this truly the end? Because fans who followed their romance know that Dakota and Chris have weathered storms before, from long-distance tension to family friction involving Chris's ex-wife, Gwyneth Paltrow. And every time the media speculated, the couple would emerge, quietly stronger. But this time, the signs are different. Recently, fans noticed Dakota appearing alone at multiple events, including a major Los Angeles industry dinner where Chris was expected but never showed. The next day, paparazzi caught Dakota looking pensive, coffee in hand, her famous green eyes hidden behind sunglasses. That same week, Chris was seen in Malibu, walking the beach alone, wearing the same bracelet Dakota gifted him years ago. Coincidence? Or the quiet heartbreak of a man trying to hold on to what's already slipping away? Industry insiders have been buzzing since. Some claim the split came after a disagreement about their future together. Dakota, whose career is reaching new heights, allegedly wanted to take on more international projects, which would require months away from Los Angeles. Chris, ever the homebody, wanted to focus on his children and his Malibu estate. They tried to find middle ground, one source said, but eventually love alone wasn't enough. Still, others insist it wasn't distance, it was timing. For years, marriage rumors surrounded them. From the engagement speculation in 2023 to the quiet getaway to Mexico that fans believed was their pre-wedding trip. But those plans, insiders reveal, kept being postponed. One close friend allegedly said Dakota was ready for the next step, but Chris wasn't. He's cautious when it comes to love after what happened with Gwyneth. And maybe that's the heart of the story, a man still healing from a past marriage and a woman unwilling to settle for half of forever. Dakota once said in an interview, "I love deeply, but I also need my independence. It's a balance." That balance, it seems, may have been too fragile this time. Yet, here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Despite reports of separation, neither Dakota nor Chris has made a public statement.
No confirmation, no denial.
Just silence. And in Hollywood, silence can mean 1,000 things. Are they taking time apart? Are they protecting what's left? Or could this be another quiet reset in their famously off-the-radar love story? A friend of the couple hinted that nothing is final yet. They reportedly remain in close contact and are handling things maturely and with deep respect. That's very them. No public drama, no statements, no one following each other on Instagram. Just two people trying to process love, loss, and maybe hope. But fans, of course, can't help but speculate. Social media has exploded with theories. Some believe Dakota's focus on her production company and upcoming Marvel commitments might have caused emotional distance. Others think Chris, still deeply involved with his ex-wife's family, couldn't fully move forward. It's complicated when your ex and your current partner have to coexist in such a public ecosystem. One insider noted, in recent interviews, Chris spoke about finding peace in simplicity. Meanwhile, Dakota, known for her emotional intelligence and introspection, has been open about boundaries and personal growth. It's as if both were evolving, but in opposite directions. Halfway through this unfolding drama, fans are wondering, is this a breakup or just another pause in a story that's been quietly resilient for years? Because remember, Dakota and Chris once split briefly in 2019 before reuniting stronger than ever. Could this be history repeating itself? Sources close to them hint that the love is still there, but the rhythm has changed. It's like two melodies that once harmonized perfectly, said one insider, but now they're playing in different keys. And yet, even if the song has ended, echoes of it remain everywhere, from the lyrics of Chris's recent performances to the quiet sadness in Dakota's latest interviews. What's even more intriguing is that Chris has reportedly been writing new music, and fans suspect the emotional tone of his upcoming Coldplay material reflects the pain of this chapter. Could we be hearing their breakup story through his songs soon? Chris processes life through music, a producer close to him said, and when he's heartbroken, his best work emerges. Meanwhile, Dakota has thrown herself into work. She's been seen filming late nights and spending time with close friends in New York. But insiders describe her as more introspective than usual. Dakota's not one to seek attention, a friend said. But those who know her can see she's hurting, even if she hides it well. The truth behind this rumored split isn't a simple one. It's not scandal or betrayal, it's life. Two people who loved deeply, tried hard, but may have reached a quiet crossroads. The kind that doesn't explode in headlines, but dissolves in quiet tears and unspoken acceptance. Still, there's hope in the air. Because love like theirs doesn't just vanish, it transforms. And fans believe that whatever the outcome, Dakota and Chris will always share a connection that runs deeper than tabloids can capture. Maybe it's not the end, but simply a new chapter. One written with the same honesty that defined their relationship from the start. As the story continues to unfold, one question remains. Will Dakota and Chris find their way back to each other again? Or is this the final curtain on one of Hollywood's most sincere romances? As the days pass, the silence surrounding Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin only deepens the mystery. Fans around the world are searching for answers, refreshing social media feeds, analyzing song lyrics, decoding cryptic interviews, hoping for even the smallest clue about what really went wrong. Because this wasn't just any Hollywood couple, this was a love story that represented calm amid chaos. The actress who shunned fame's spotlight and the musician who found serenity after heartbreak. So when rumors of their split began to circulate, it didn't just shock fans, it broke hearts. People close to them described the past few months as emotionally heavy. According to one insider, Dakota began pulling away quietly, focusing on her work and her personal space. She wasn't angry, the source explained. She was just tired. Tired of the distance, the missed calls, the emotional juggling. She wanted peace. But peace, in a life shared with a world-famous musician, is hard to come by. Chris, meanwhile, has reportedly been spending more time in Malibu, surrounding himself with friends and music, his lifelong therapy. Observers note subtle changes in both of them. Dakota's public appearances have grown rarer. When she does appear, she carries herself with her signature calm. But there's something in her expression that fans recognize instantly. The look of someone who's letting go, but not entirely ready to. Chris, on the other hand, seems more introspective than usual during performances. During a recent concert, he paused before singing "Fix You," his voice breaking slightly as he whispered to the crowd, "Sometimes love needs space." Those few words sent the internet into a frenzy. Was that his way of addressing the breakup? Even those close to the couple are unsure where things truly stand. Some insiders insist the relationship is paused, not over, hinting that both Dakota and Chris still communicate, albeit less frequently. There's too much love and respect between them for it to end with bitterness, one friend revealed. But sometimes love changes form. They're figuring out what that means for them. And then there's Gwyneth Paltrow, Chris's ex-wife, who has always maintained a friendly relationship with both. According to multiple reports, Gwyneth has been quietly supportive of Chris during this time, even offering advice. She knows what it's like to go through this, a source explained. She's been through her own evolution with Chris, and she genuinely wants him to be happy. Some fans speculate that this close dynamic may have added unspoken tension in Dakota's relationship with Chris, though those close to them insist that Dakota and Gwyneth always treated each other with mutual respect. Still, it's impossible to ignore how life paths diverge. Dakota's Hollywood career is booming. Her upcoming projects with major streaming platforms and her expanding role as a producer have made her one of the most in-demand talents in the industry. Chris, meanwhile, is focused on Coldplay's final world tour, a massive undertaking that's taken him across continents, leaving little time for quiet weekends in Malibu. They try to make it work, one friend said. But sometimes, when both people are chasing their dreams, it's hard to keep running side by side. But amid all the rumors, a few moments have reignited fans' hope. Just a week ago, a fan claimed to have spotted Chris leaving Dakota's Los Angeles home late at night. Others noted that Dakota was seen wearing a ring that many believed was her promise ring from Chris, though she later appeared without it days later. It's a roller coaster of clues and contradictions that has everyone asking, are they over, or are they just protecting something fragile from the spotlight? One of Dakota's close friends reportedly described her current mindset as quiet strength. She's focusing on herself, on healing, on the things that make her whole, the friend said. She still cares about Chris, that's clear. But she's no longer waiting for what might be. She's living what is. Those words echo something Dakota once said in an interview. I've learned that love doesn't always mean staying. Sometimes it means letting go with grace. Meanwhile, Chris's inner circle hints that he hasn't closed that chapter entirely. He's not dating, not seeing anyone. He's just processing, one source revealed. Chris isn't someone who moves on quickly. When he loves deeply. And his fans know, heartbreak has always inspired some of his most beautiful work. From The Scientist to Everglow, his music carries the essence of love lost and found. Many believe that his upcoming album, rumored for release next year, may be a quiet tribute to Dakota, a sonic reflection of their journey. But perhaps the most telling moment came when Coldplay performed in New York last month. As the band played Yellow, Chris looked up toward the crowd and smiled, a soft, almost nostalgic expression. To longtime fans, it was unmistakable. That song, famously written at the beginning of his career, had become an anthem of devotion over the years. And for those who know the story, it's also the song Dakota once called her favorite. Whether it was coincidence or something deeper, the performance left everyone wondering if his heart was still with her. Behind the glitz and gossip, what's unfolding is something profoundly human. Two people navigating love's uncertainty in a world that won't stop watching. It's not betrayal or drama that defines their story, but timing, growth, and the quiet ache of two souls that may still be intertwined even as they drift apart. And yet, if history has taught us anything, it's that Dakota and Chris don't play by Hollywood's rules. They've broken up before, only to find each other again. Could this just be another pause before the reunion? Or is this truly the closing verse of a song that's been playing since 2017? The world is watching, waiting for an answer, a photograph, a lyric, a glance that gives away the truth. Until then, the mystery of Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin continues to unfold like a melody, haunting, unfinished, and unforgettable. What do you think? Is this the end of their love story, or just another interlude before fate brings them back together again? Let us know your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to HOLLYNEWS TV for the latest updates, inside scoops, and exclusive coverage from the world of Hollywood's most captivating romances. Because when it comes to love in the spotlight, the truth always hides between the lines. And this story is far from over.